let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here, a celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We're gonna celebrate your party with you. Come on now. Let's all celebrate and have a good time.
On my own, broken and alone, I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost.
Join us in the heart of personal transformation with Level Up Circle TV, your exclusive gateway to unlocking your inner potential and achieving extraordinary results. This TV show is your secret weapon for personal and professional development, packed with valuable insights, expert advice, and real-life success stories. Are you ready to take the leap and transform your life? Don't just watch, participate. Tune in, take notes, and then take action. The journey to your greatest self starts here. So, get inspired, get motivated, and get ready to level up. Join us and let's embark on this transformative adventure together. Click that remote and let's start making your dreams a reality.
Wanted to sing with that one. That was my daughter, guys. She created that song. She sings it, and she also does the guitar. And she loves music. So she's in Spotify, Angelina Zarola, and it's called Bad Brew, right? That is what it's called. She likes soft rock. I don't like soft rock, but I like my daughter's soft rock. So I'm just saying, being a mom. Are you guys ready? Happy Thursday, everybody. Today is an amazing day. Every day is an amazing day. I wanted to address a couple of things before I bring my amazing new friends today. And this is their first debut on our TV channel. I just got my stats yesterday from January stats. We had like 120,000 hours, or was it hours or minutes of people watching our Roku channel. Actually, Roku on my stats looks like 20%. Let me see if I could share what I'm actually talking about. And then you're like, what are you talking about, CJ? I don't know what I'm talking about. Let me just figure this out. Let me see if I can actually show. Let me share my screen. Mm-mm-mm. Let me see. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. It says 2024 stats. And are you guys seeing it now? Yes, yes. You see it? No? How about now? You guys see it now? Okay, good. So it's kind of small. I should put my glasses on to actually see what I'm doing here. Let me see if I can make it by itself. There it is. So last month, our channel, keep in mind the TV show started literally like November. And it's so amazing. Like literally 120,000 people, like 120,000 minutes was watched. It's amazing. But most of the people, if you're looking at, if you're a business and you're a company and you're like, well, what are the stats for your TV? Right?
Hello. I think we're on air. I think we are. We are.
I don't hear her. Do you?
No.
Okay. We will hang tight.
Mhm.
I feel
I
like we need more
believe that we are on live, you and I, right
Yes,
now. So,
I
yeah.
think we are.
Hello, lovely. There she
Hello.
is. There she's back.
My camera is not
Hello.
working. I
Surprise.
wanted to talk
Muffin.
to you guys about amazing things that you're doing, first of all, before we started marketing and branding and publicity and all that, right? I wanted to also bring you in on the hot seat. And Jacqueline's like, I will be in the hot seat. And
Ah,
Jenny's like, I know a little bit about marketing. So let's go ahead and just introduce Jacqueline to our community for a little bit. And Jacqueline, can you tell us a little bit about your background and your business? And who is Jacqueline a little bit?
Well, hello, and CJ, thank you for having me on your show. I'm a lot of things, and I specialize in transforming lives. So whether it be in your business, whether it be in relationships, whether it be just for yourself. So I pretty much am an expert in all fields, including investments. So what I do is we take people in and we kind of look at where you are. We go to your core and we figure out where you want to go. What are your goals? What are your dreams? What are your wishes? And then we actually pave the path to that success. And everybody's different, of course, and that's why I love what I do, because it's never the same day twice. It's always a different day. And as much as, everyone goes to seek advice and, consult with experts, just remember one thing: every time you're consulting with somebody, it's reciprocal. We always learn something from you as well. So for me, that's where I live. I love the fact that I can help others. And at the same time, I'm fascinated about the human mind, the human behavior, and what we do with the information that is either shoved down our throat or the information that we're seeking on our own. It's just amazing. And really, CJ, that's what attracted me to you, is you want to give back to humanity and you want to help. The primary source is to help humanity evolve to their next level. Whether I'm here to see it or not is not the point. Leaving a ripple effect, leaving a legacy of that to continue on for generations, that's my wish, that's my purpose, and that's my goal. So when I close my eyes and transition to the other side, I will have done something good for humanity.
I love that. And we met, it's an unconventional meeting at Barnes and Nobles of all
yes.
places. And it's because of Animal Crossing. And I was loud. And I told my husband, I'm like, you want me to cook what? Because it was like a cooking for Animal Crossing. I was like, huh, okay. Because I played that game for 20 years. My kids grew up in it. I made money from Animal Crossing. So he knows it's near and dear. I collect all Animal Crossing. I haven't grown up yet. And so when we met, we just had this spark. Like we just started talking, and your kids literally keep coming, like, Mom, we gotta go. Mom, we gotta go. And you're like, wait, 5 more minutes.
Right.
Anyway, CJ, and it was so amazing.
It
Like,
was wonderful.
yeah, it was. The energy was there.
Yes.
And Jenny, talk to me. Amazing outfit. I love makeup. So
Thank you so
talk
much.
to us who you are, what you're all about.
I am, well, of course, my name is Jenny, and I am really a transformational coach, right? Just about everything that Jacqueline said, I could absolutely say 100% that's me also. I just happen to do it through the field of branding, but I love to help women, especially, but though I do work with men also, but evolve business because we need to evolve business in a place where empathy and compassion and collaboration and innovation are things that are regularly at the table. And so really, I help people really get down to the core of who it is that they are, so that they can build sustainable ethos systems that are going to carry whatever their vision is for that impact and legacy that it is that they're wanting to have. And I'm very passionate about the younger generations. They're generations that like none that have ever walked the face of the planet. And we owe it to them. It is not an option. We have to evolve right now. We have to. It's our responsibility so that they can have the world that they deserve. It's not too late for us to do that. And if we're not speaking and standing up for them and learning about them to be able to do that, then shame on us.
I love it. And I love it. And it's so funny. People are like, CJ's MIA. Come on, guys. You know me by now. If my dog pulls on my string right here, I just disappear. So if people know what's happening. Oh, sometimes I'll be like talking and I'm on mute. I'm like, hello, I'm still here, people. But that's one wonderful. It's like, when you're in television, the normal television, you have to be perfect. You have to be like, in our TV, it's human people. It's for us, by us. This
Mm.
is me. That's how I show up.
Yes.
And it is what it is. And here's another thing I just want to know from podcasts. I got my little duck from StreamYard.
Oh,
I
how
was so excited.
cute.
And I also wanted to sing happy birthday today for my brother in Down Under. His name is Timothy Gleason. I'm a bad friend, a bad sister. I forgot your birthday was February 6th. Thank you to dear sister Susanna. I was like, CJ, did you forget Timothy's birthday? I'm like, oh, I did. Because I make a big deal of your birthday. The reason I do, and even if you don't celebrate it, I'm sorry, but I'm celebrating you anyway, whether you like it or not. And the reason it's because you were born,
Yep.
you're special to my heart. Because you were here. And you add something to my heart. And so I'm going to sing happy birthday. You guys are going to have to sing happy birthday. Ready?
right.
It's not 50 cents like, hey, it's your birthday. So we're going to do a regular birthday. Ready?
All right.
1, 2, 3. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
you.
Happy birthday to
to
you.
you.
Happy
Happy
birthday, dear
dear
Timothy. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Also, thank you for singing. My sister Kristen Norai. Hello, sister. I got your notes. Oh my god. You guys. She knows I'm a sucker for stickers, okay? She gave me a lovely note. And she gave me so many pink stickers. And I put it in my water bottle. I have a lot of water bottle and everywhere I can do. And she gives me pink stickers all the time. It's her way of thinking of me and appreciating me and whatever I do for the community. And I appreciate you. Just know that I'm watching you. I'm always watching, even though I'm not reacting. Another thing that I wanted to also address, okay, this is part actually of the discussion today about marketing, branding, and publicity. I wanted to bring it out, the difference between all of those three, because my students and my clients are asking, I'm spending this much money. I'm not getting anything.
Mm.
Okay, we're talking $15,000, $20,000, by the way. Okay, we're not talking pennies. We're talking $20,000, $30,000 they're spending. CJ, what is this? Like, I don't understand. Okay, so that's the first thing that they literally tell me. I don't understand. First thing is first is you need to understand who you are. You're like, I know who I am. Great. Now, who you are as a business owner. What do you want from your business? Who is your people? Everyone. Great. Now, who's paying for it? Like, you know what I mean? When you go to a dinner table, you already know that if you're going to be out of friends and no one actually invited one specifically for like a special occasion, you know you got to bring your wallet, right? Like you don't like accidentally left it at home or in the car. Like you need to bring your wallet. That kind of conversation, right?
Yes.
You need to know who's paying the bill. Who's paying your bill? Everybody. Great. Let's just narrow it down, because when you go to a table or restaurant, you don't ask people to pay for you. You ask the people on the table to pay for you if you don't have the wallet, right? It's the same thing with your business. You need to really dig in. Who is your target demographics? Create a profile. People are like, what is an avatar? It's not the movie, guys. Okay? It's not the Avatar movie. Avatar is just the people that your ideal clients. Who is your ideal clients? And here's another thing that I wanted to tell you. Some people belong in your life today. Tomorrow, they might not be belonging in your life anymore. And that's okay. But don't be bitter, right? Because when you're bitter, your heart will hurt, right? If your ideal client or your ideal friend didn't stay, they were there. Focus on the moment that you guys were happy. Focus on the moment that you guys were doing amazing things. Today, they're not part of your life anymore. It's okay. But don't be bitter. Just move on. Don't create mama drama, because it's not good for you and your clients. And they will actually see that. And that is part of your branding, and it is part of your image. It actually will show, because your vibe, your energy is so different, right? So let's go right ahead to it because we do have limited time. I'm going to actually, differentiate between what is branding, marketing, and publicity. So, marketing really, by definition, is a broad term that encompasses all types of strategies or activities that you do for your business, from creating to communicating to delivering to exchanging offerings, whether that is services or product that's valuable to your customers, right? Or your client partners, or the society at large of what we're doing here. It literally involves understanding the marketplace. The marketplace, we're not talking about Amazon, we're talking about the marketplace that we're in. We're all in LinkedIn. We're all LinkedIn, right? Or it could be in person. Where are you getting your clients? The marketplace. Where's the marketplace? Well, that's why you have someone help you if you're not a hunter to hunt those clients. Now, identifying the needs and wants of your consumer, of your clients, by developing that strategy so that you can meet those needs in various channels, right? Because people, I don't have LinkedIn, I don't have Facebook, I don't have Instagram. You have to be everywhere. That's what people always say. You don't. You have to
No.
understand who your target market, where the heck are they hanging out, and that's where you need to be. And the reason that LinkedIn works, it's because it's a professional platform that everybody is here knowing it is for business by business, right? So we understand that as a founder, we got no money. We don't have 5 million to give you. Okay. When I was at Geico, we got 5 million from Warren Buffett for advertising. The gecko. I don't have 5 million to give you in 30 seconds of advertising. Literally on football season, they pay 5-10 million just for that 30 seconds advertisements for that one full hour or whatever. $5 million. Do they get all the clients? No. So why is marketing so expensive? It's because it's a hit and miss thing. And you have to understand marketing is complicated. Just like some of your relationship is complicated, marketing is complicated. Okay? What is the scope of it? It includes product development, pricing strategies, sales, distribution channels, advertising, promotion. I could go on. But the goal really of marketing is to drive sales and revenue by promoting your product and your services to the right audience at the right time. That is marketing in general. Now let's go of branding. Branding, we're going to have an expert here on branding next Thursday, so you guys got to come back in. Branding is the
We
process of,
got one right here, right now.
right? Including name, identity, logo, typography, messaging, right? All of those that differentiate you from your competitor. Right now, Jenny, when I look at you, your branding is oof to the roof. It's on fleek, right? Because you branded yourself that way. You got to be confident in your own skin to brand who you are, what you are all about, and non-negotiables. Like, I don't care what you say, this is me. You can't take me. That is a you problem, not a me problem,
Mhm.
right? The scope of that, though, is developing your identity, your positioning for your brand, the ongoing management of your image. It's not just about visuals, it's also about experiences, perception, emotional relationship that your consumer, right, wants to be involved with you because they are interested in you. They buy from you, they listen to you because they like you, right? And the goal of branding really is to build brand equity. What does that mean? That means the value derived from your customer's perception of who you are. When they see you, that's Jenny. There is no mistake of it, right?
No.
It's effective branding that can lead to brand loyalty. You got to be consistent. You got to make sure your customers prefer your brand over your competitors. It's all about color scheme, image, visuals, the way you speak, the way you bring yourself in the room. Now let's talk about publicity, which I love, and that's where I'm Publicity Hub. Publicity really is about public visibility of awareness of your product and your services. It's gained through media coverage. I'm talking newspaper, TV, magazine, radio, internet, social media, right? Unlike advertising, though, okay, which is a component of marketing. Publicity is usually directly by the company. They kind of control what you see. The scopes really is to get your media attention, right? Articles, interviews, press releases, social media. That's the reason why I am in social media, because I
Mhm.
want to amplify your message. The goal of publicity is to enhance public awareness. Awareness, okay? It's influence perception by leveraging my credibility that I have built so I can reach third party people that your customers are looking for you. It doesn't matter how good your business or service is if no one knows who
Mhm.
you are. That's what I bring to the table, is to bring awareness to who you are. However, I do have methods to my madness, right? I
Yeah.
do present you to my network first to like that little gauge likability. So I'm going to stop talking now. We have defined those three. And I want Jenny, tell me what branding means to you.
What branding means to me is identity. It is your identity. It is the identity of your business, of the ethos system, community that you want to build. And it's the identity of your teams. It's the identity of your leadership. It's the identity of your model investor. It's all about understanding the identity of who you are. And so I love what you said earlier about like core values. There's so many times, that's one reason that I actually specifically got into branding, because I was seeing this all the time. I was doing business coaching for 6-7 years, and I kept seeing that branding was something that was like, oh, I know what my core values are. You slap them out, you keep going. And everybody was building on sand. And I kept saying, this is not right. This is not right. This is not, there's not enough time being spent here. And because we, even if we've done self-development, self-reflection, work for a very, very long time, your business, especially when you're starting it, is bringing you to a growth like nothing else in your life ever has or ever will. It is going to bring you to be a different person. So those values that you've been living on, most likely they're your parents, they're your third grade teachers, they're somebody else's. They're not actually yours. And the reason I know this is what I tell people. If you are suffering from fatigue, imposter syndrome, if you are having a problem communicating what it is that you do and what you love and what you want to be doing, you are not connected, and you are not in alignment with your values. Because when you are, you have a flame that's so alive and so passionate that it burns on its own, and there is never, that's when you've really reached that inexhaustible source, that there's never a day that you're working in your life, because you are serving in the absolute 100% finite area that you were meant to. And that's it for me.
Scott's like, no bias there, CJ. Hey, I never said I'm not biased. I'm always biased, especially if my friends are here. I'm like, love you guys. I always do that. It's because I appreciate you being here, being supportive. You could be spending your opportunity cost right now is spending time with me. Wow, amazing. I'm grateful, right? And thank you for your definition of what branding is. That fire that burns to my belly, it's burning. It's getting hot. Like
Yeah.
that's just how I love. And now I want to talk to Jacqueline. What do you think branding means to you?
Well said, Jenny. That was great. I love it. Branding to me is simple. I simplify it to the point where you want your name to be the household name. You want it to be mentioned, and I was like, oh, yeah, I know who that is. So, what does it take to get there? So, what I tend to do for myself specifically when I did my own branding is I looked at my competitors and who is doing the top performance in that field. You go ahead and you research them. And then you go back and you reverse engineer where you're at. And it's back to what Jenny said, and CJ, what you said. Your identity is everything, right? If you have morals and you have ethics and you come from a place of genuinity, if that's a word, if you come from a place of the internal, you're going to be able to identify yourself, and you're going to know what your identity is. And then you build on that platform. So what I did was I had somebody pick my brain. Why do you want to do this? What's the purpose? What is your aim? What is your goal? And then once you've identified why you're doing something, because the why is very, very big, once you've identified that, then you can really hone in and see who you are and how do you extend that to your company and the people that are going to be part of your company, because that identity has to be across the board. Tony Robbins is a great example, Nike, all these brands that we know, the moment you hear it, you could hear a jingle. You don't even have to hear the words of the jingle. You know exactly what brand they're talking about. That's the goal. That's the goal that you want to do with your branding. You want to be a household name. And then, of course, back to identifying each customer or each avatar that you're looking for. Your company can have 3 or 4 different avatars that you're aiming for. I mean, look at Amazon, for the God's sakes. They've got all the avatars, right? Everyone wants free delivery. So what do you do differently? What do you give to the marketplace that is missing? What's missing in the marketplace? Because let me tell you something, raised skills and being authentic is what the world is starving for. So the marketplace will pay more for your unique delivery, your unique product, your unique skills. I mean, all the stuff that we're giving as far as life coaching and business coaching, that's all stuff that's happened in the past, right? We are just building on what they've done, their mistakes, their setbacks, and we're building on those. I mean, I read a lot of books from people that are already dead for hundreds of years, but yet those principles and those pieces, if we take them into the modern world and we add it to all the technology that we have available literally at our fingertips, look what we're doing. We're in 3 different places, but yet we're delivering messages to a vast number of people. You take those pieces and you strategically align them, success is the answer, and you will always succeed. And when I've, researched all the successful people, Elon Musk, even, Steve Jobs, look at the iPhone, look what we're using today. What did they do? What research? We don't see the behind the scenes. We only see the front facing, which is great and always looks pretty. But the behind the scenes is where all the work is done. So it's really what Jenny said and CJ, all that you said. And then you go a little bit deeper behind the scenes to really dig deep to see what your identity is. And then you identify what your identity is for your business. And then you share it with the world and watch it take off like fire.
Thank you. And here's the thing, don't be afraid, like, oh my God, I don't know what to do with my brand and I don't know about my logo. Guys, you evolve, you change, you pivot whenever you need to. You don't need permission, right? Because the loyal customers, the loyal friends who are following you will understand you're doing it to level them up, right? And that is why. So I'm curious though, why both of you said yes to me for the opportunity to be in Beyond Boundaries. So I'm going to start with Jenny.
I believe in collaboration, and I believe in not reinventing the wheel. And when we come together and can work together and be brilliant and be genius and be supra brilliant and genius, there's power in numbers. We all know that. And there are no boundaries. Where I come from was beyond limits. So to see no boundaries is just an immediate sign to me that, right, we're on the same kind of wavelength. Your vibe attracts your tribe, as they say. And I think when we come together and work together with a common goal, there's so much that we can accomplish. And I really do believe in the evolutionary theory of evolution. And this is the way it's done. It's done through collaboration. It's done through recognizing each other's brilliance. It's done through coming together and having conversations that are clear and consistent and that are about serving one another and coming together from that place of heart-centric service. And that's it. That's why.
I love it. Because I know there's other people out there who's doing an anthology as well, right? And I always often wonder, I'm like, why you say yes to me? I'm curious. It's because I really am curious for my own sake to level up the next time around, right? I'm telling Jacqueline, once you start with one book, it gets addicting. You're like, when's the second one? When I went to 4 last year, literally succession. Like if it takes 2 months at a time, I had 4 anthologies last year. Like by the end of the year, that's how addicting it is. Okay, so it's like, oh my god, it's so addicting. So I always tell my husband, I'm like, she goes, why are you not buying that? I was like, oh, I'm sure I'm gonna be an anthology next month. Like I'm keeping my money for this anthology because I really want it. Gets addicting. And more importantly, you get to network with amazing people who said yes to themselves.
Mhm.
You're not saying yes to me, you're saying yes to you,
Yes.
because this is about you. I'm just putting it together just like an orchestra, but at the end of the day, you perform. This is your performance. So now I'm curious, Jacqueline, why did you say yes to me?
Well, apart from connecting at Barnes and Noble, I immediately saw that we're like-minded, right? And then when you're like-minded, you're like, tell me more. And you told me more. And what the more I heard was, wow, this is along the lines of what I believe in, helping others and then leveling up. And when you said that, I'm like, okay, then we've got to connect, because I did a whole training on leveling up to the next step, getting yourself out of your comfort zone, set these goals. So that was number one. So really it was you sharing with me. You pitched yourself very well. So it worked. So that's number one. You did awesome. And then number two, when you told me more, I was like, I've been needing to write a book for so very long, and probably 10 years. Okay. And I'm constantly hearing it from different people. When I meet new people, they're like, oh, you should write a book. I'm like, okay, universe, I get it. I got to write a book. So when you came up with this anthology, I'm like, hey, this is a safe zone where like-minded people, kind of like what Jenny said, like-minded people doing a little mastermind together, sharing their experiences, and in a very safe zone, opening up and allowing permission for self to share with others. Through our setback, we may be setting other people for success. So that's what really intrigued me. And I'm like, you know what? I can write 3,000 words. We've done it in school, and I already did it. I already wrote it. I'm going in and refining it. So it is addicting, because now I had started my book already on different pieces of paper, but now I'm more energized to want to share the stories and share with the world even quicker. So that's really it. When I got to meet everybody, it was like, wow, this is a great group of people that have so much to share on so many different levels, and putting it all together in one anthology. But I think it's brilliant. I think it's just a wonderful way to kickstart anything and become a family that has a similar goal that we're working towards. So it's wonderful.
I love that. Mike's true. She said yes because no one can tell you no. I always say, okay, if you're not ready, just say maybe next time, right? Don't close that door, because you don't really know what I can do for you. And I can do a lot, because if I don't know it, someone else I know who knows somebody knows it. It's like, I got people, you got people, you got people, I got people. We're gonna make this happen. And I think really at the start is from the heart.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If I see people, I only ask people, like I put it out there, but I really only ask people to be part of my community when you consistently show your heart, right? Sometimes our heart change, it's okay. But at the moment when I see your heart, that you are for the people, I really truly believe for the people, by the people,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I think that for me, the way I love the publishing world and the writing world, it's because, when we remember all of our presidents and all of our greats, it's because they were written in books. They study them. So why can't we write our own books so they can study us?
They can.
Especially our great, 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 great grandkids, right? And we always are like, I'm leaving a legacy. It's all about money. Okay, that will burn. They will still not remember you 100 years from now, right? They will spend it on some frivolous things like I used to do when I was young. Okay, I still do. But anyway, Amazon's bad. Amazon's bad. But I'm saying those go away. I want something that's permanent, that could be forever. This conversation, if the internet does not go down and we don't go to World War III, will be forever.
Mhm.
right? This conversation at this moment, you cannot rewind it anymore and said, oops, I said something. It is it. It's continuum, right? So now I wanted to ask you guys before we end today. I know conversation is so wonderful. Do you have any questions about publicity, branding, or marketing specifically for your business?
Are you asking?
I
Are
don't
you
know.
asking us?
Yeah, either one of you. Jenny, you could start.
Okay. Yeah. I oh my goodness. I really don't know. I feel like I know there's so much that I'm at a point right now, really, that, we don't know what we don't know until we do know. And without that, sometimes we're not even able to ask the questions. And that's kind of where I'm at in my capacities right now, is that new field of, okay, I stepped up on a level, I gathered all of this information, I've consumed it all, I've brought it all in, and now I'm ready to just start consuming again. And so that includes this level, it includes being here. And I don't really, have the capacity to even know what it is that I need to ask. Does that make sense? Right.
Yeah.
Because you're in a totally new growth pattern
Environment.
for
Yeah.
you, which I absolutely love. It's like the most exciting thing in the world to me. When I don't know, I get so excited because I get to get curious. And that's a really, really powerful place to be. So I will certainly let you know.
Awesome. So here's my question that might help, right? We all want to make money because we run a business, whether it's consulting or mind coach or coach or any of that, or we selling products.
Right.
How are you finding your customers? Is my question.
I use the world as my runway, right? The world is real estate. It's free real estate. And I put my name, my face, all of the things everywhere that I can. My brand, right, is out there. And so right now I do organic, and I do large summits where I pull other people in, and we all, share in the pool and share information. And I don't do ads. I don't do Facebook ads or anything like that, at least, because that's just, you're just always going to be throwing money at that. That comes later. That's a long game, and so that's kind of where I'm at.
Okay. How about you, Jacqueline?
Well, for me, I am just back to what Jenny said. I'm curious about all the technology that's available
Mhm.
and how can I use it for my purpose, for my to put myself out there, to put my branding out there. So I'm in the phase right now. I'm working with a PR group, and we're looking at everything that's available. And with CJ, even with you, I have found so many other different platforms that I actually
Yeah,
never heard of,
same.
never saw. And because they're not advertising, right, in the areas that I would seek. So you're bringing a lot of things to me where I'm going, whoa, 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 put the brakes on for a second. Because, Jenny mentioned about Facebook postings and TikTok and Instagram and, all these great things. And LinkedIn, of course, is business to business. However, what's best for me? What's best for my company to be out there, and who is my client exactly? So kind of figuring out who your actual client is and where are you pumping your advertising, where are you pumping your marketing, where are you pumping to be publicized, where are you bringing awareness? So right now I'm in the phases of dabbling into a little bit of everything and then kind of looking at all the statistics that come back. So we do a weekly check on, okay, we're doing this, and what is it rendering us? And what are we looking at? Likes, shares, interests, going to the website. So these are the types of things that I look at. And in the past, I'm a little bit older than both of you. We always just say you shouldn't pay for marketing. Marketing should be a given. It should be organic. If you're that good, you don't need to pay. Well, once you become aware, but
Yeah.
right now in this day and age, that doesn't work.
No.
So we have to move with the times. So technology has really leaped so forward that our human brains are still catching up. Okay. And you can get overwhelmed with the amount of stuff that's out there. So, in order to minimize that, you really have to analyze each piece that's out there. How's it working for you? Is it something for you? And which one are you going to take first? And, you have to measure. Without measurement, you don't know where you're going. And that's really where I'm at right now. I may have 30 plus years of experience and skills and knowledge and strategies. However, I now need to take that and put it on the platform of technology. And that's a different animal. So that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
And it's fun. And again, I find it really exciting. I'm very curious on many levels, and the people that I seek, advice from, the experts that are already in that field, and usually it's the young people who know how to just boom. It's like, tell me what's going on. What's the latest? And you pick their brain. And once you pick their brain, they actually give it to you. They give you the answers, and you're like, okay, now I'm going to take it to my level where I'm at, and I'm going to bank on this to be publicized, to be recognized out there, for people to actually seek again. Hey, did you see that video? Hey, let me share something with you. That's how it goes. Believe it or not, is word of mouth, even though
It
it's
is.
technology,
Word
it's
of
all
mouth
word
is
of mouth.
number one when it
When
When
comes
you
to
like
brands.
something and you
Yep.
share it, you're word of mouthing it. So I hate to tell people that that's truly what's going on. We've just taken it to another level of technology. So that's
Yeah.
where I'm at. I'm excited, and I'm back to what Jenny said. When I'm ready to go, what's the next step? CJ, what did you do?
Yeah.
We need
Yeah.
help.
So that's good. My advice to both of you, or to anybody really still watching here, we hit 700 people watching us live right now. Thank you guys so much. Not subscribed yet, please do, because I'm trying to hit 50,000. We're almost at 41,000 right now, so help me. Really, what I really want you guys to think about is, ask yourself, is my brand different enough from other people that doing the same thing? Right? Because people have to recognize your brand first before they even want to get to know you.
Mhm.
Are you strong enough in your brand, or do you need to change your brand image to really get to that? Because people are like, oh, Apple. When you think of Apple, you think of iPhone, right? And then you're like, oh yeah, they have iMac, iMac Pro, like, desktop and all these other things. But honestly, when you think of Apple, you always think about their product, right?
Yes.
So when people think about you and your image, oh, Jacqueline is this. Ask yourself, are you strong enough? Would you buy from yourself?
Oh yeah.
Right? Are you your best customer?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? So that's the first thing that I would definitely do. And that's why when people says, well, what is Publicity Hub? What does that mean? I'm like, guys, I'm literally making sure everyone's aware of who you are, because word of mouth, just like you said, I still do study because I still teach
Right.
in the program, is that that's why I continuously improve. And I always make a joke like, yeah, I spent $500,000 on my education so I can educate you for $500. Like, for real. You know what I mean? Like, but because it's my heart. You're lucky. I'm telling you, you're lucky that I'm not the type of person that will just keep it to my grave, because I don't believe in it. I believe in, like, we are here to put for a reason, because we love community. But we need to find a community who we can be ourselves and not be judged like, oh, she's different. I had someone says, hey, how come you had red hair? By the way, I had red Ariel hair. Like I color my, I go to Comic-Con, right? And she's our teacher. I was like, are you looking to like navigate through my hair, or is it navigate through my brain? What's important is not the color of my hair, it's my brain. Don't worry, it's not fried from coloring my hair. It's still there. Like,
No.
this, whatever this face is, if I just turn it off, you would listen to me on an audio because I have something to say, right? It's the visual that's bothering you, because whatever bias that you got is what's stopping you. Guess what? The same thing for your customer. If your brand image is bothering them, they're not going to buy from you. I don't care how good you are. They will find the less visually like crazy.
Well, that's what I say, that do that on purpose. You let your brand and your image do the hard work for you, and you
Yep.
let it part the seas, so that those that are not for you just remove themselves, or they don't even come to your door.
No,
Self-select
no,
out.
they don't even. I do want to make sure that I can do the raffle today, because I am giving away a featured in our magazine coming up. Again, brand awareness. to make sure that you guys can be in our magazine feature for free. There is no fee, so I'm going to do that. But before, while I'm doing that, I wanted to actually end our conversation today, ladies, with a quote. So think about it. I'm going to start with my quote. My quote is, people do not buy goods and services. They buy relations, stories, and magic, whatever that means to you, right? That's my quote for the day. How about you, Jenny?
My quote for today is, your brand is the single most important investment you will ever make in your business. If you don't believe me, look at the research. The number one, all the companies in the world have brand value and sink more money into branding than any other area of their businesses. Period. It is the thing to do. There, you can't not do it.
All right, Jenny's done. Jacqueline?
My all-time always and forever is live life by design and not by default.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I love
And
that too.
you want to be something different, something unique, you've got to design it. Because if you live by default, it's already been done by somebody else and you're going to be beating to someone else's drum. So, and again, people don't buy or invest in what you do. They invest into why you do it. It's why you're doing something that people are actually going to go with you, not
Yeah.
for what you do it. Because you can share, I mean, there's people that share cars and money, and there's a guy throwing money. That's not the reason. It's why are you doing it? Go back, and then that's really your product. It's why you're doing it.
Yeah.
And if you can deliver that message in your branding, you're golden.
All right. Thank you, guys, ladies. So here's the raffle. The more you comment, guys, the more you're going to be in it. So let's take a look. Are you guys ready? Let's see all the comments. It's starting. Let's see who's going to win.
Ooh, how exciting! Ooh,
Mike, you're already in it. So no. No, we're going to do somebody else. Okay. Let's start another one.
ooh,
Take a
come
look.
on, it's so exciting!
So
Ooh,
the Gabe. Okay. We could do Gabe. Awesome. Okay, I'm feeling giving today. So let's go ahead and do one more person.
ooh, how
Who's coming
exciting
for
and
me.
beautiful!
DM me so I can send you the link for the questionnaire. Scott. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, thank you, ladies, for being here today. I appreciate you. Congratulations to Scott and Gabe. Thank you guys so much for being here. As always, I will see you on Wednesdays. And these ladies will come back again. You will see them again for the rest of this year, really. But next time, the conversation will be one-on-one because we're going to basically be showing you deep insights of who they are, what they are all about, and getting deep into conversations about what made them who they are and their stories. So stay tuned, people. Bye, everybody. We love you
Thanks for
guys.
having us.
Wednesday.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.